Thanks so much for joining us on today's episode of Techbridge. We always tell you that this is the show that connects you to the future. On this show, we talk about technology, we talk about creativity, we talk about innovations that are taking advantage of technology. I'm Sheyi Fumiola today, and I welcome you to today's episode. So today I'm taking you to the cloud. We're talking cloud computing today, and that is a very broad term, but I'm going to try as much as possible to break it down for you so that you understand. But I would just like to hint you that if you are not in the cloud yet, I say that you should begin to do things to get into the cloud. When I say the cloud, I'm not talking about the literary sky, so to say. It's talking about taking advantage of the internet, taking advantage of all the radioactive waves, the internet technology, to save cost, to save time, and to maximize your capacity to deliver more. So it's cloud computing today. Let me take you through this video that gives you, let me say, whets your appetite, gives you a summary of what it is to do cloud computing. Then I'll come back. It's still Techbridge on Lagos Television. Please stay with us.
What's all the buzz about cloud computing? To get started, we need a busy person. Let's call her Sandy. Sandy not only wears awesome cowboy boots, she's the technology partner in a company. Medium size. 18 people in the US. What do? How about accounting, tax service? They need desks, chairs, computers, and also software. They need servers for their database, a backup system. They need a safe room for all these machines, a network that keeps them all connected, and the clients connected to them. And they need an IT employee to install it. But because the company is too small, they don't have their own IT guy. They have to call an external consultant. Once everything is set up, it works. Until they start to use it. 18 people use the system in 18 different ways, so the database turns into data chaos. Once in a while, updates have to be made too. Servers renewed, old data migrated again, and Sandy's company is growing. More and more important data continues to be stored in the office, in one place. Risky. And Sandy, she wants to have her life back again, spending her spare time Western dancing or playing golf. Not worrying about technical stuff. Why not do the same thing as back at home? Her music collection, stored on the web. Movies, she watches them online. Family pictures, she shares them on the net. Her encyclopedia is called Wikipedia now, and so on. Why shouldn't her business do the same and move to the cloud? Like this. Everything is stored in this safe and secure place, and all she needs to access it is a simple web browser. This is called cloud computing. Put your whole workflow on the internet. And if your business grows, simply add more users to your cloud, like this. Or remove them again. Finally, Sandy feels free. And her husband likes that as well. Wherever she is, everything is just one click away. Okay, we're working on that one. Imagine, by 2020, every byte in the digital universe is expected to live in the cloud, or at least spend some time in it. Your company shouldn't lag behind. Move. Sandy did.
It is still Techbridge on Lagos Television, so I haven't watched that video. I think you have a hint of what it is to do cloud computing. I'm going through some definitions here and just take some couples so that you have a clearer definition of what it is to cloud compute, if I can use that word. So the first one here says that it is a practice of using network of remote servers hosted on the internet to store, manage, and process data rather than a local server or a personal computer. And I have this one from Investopedia, so to say, it's saying that cloud computing is the delivery of different services through the internet. Resources include tools and applications like data storage, servers, databases, networking, and software. So that says that instead of having multiple computer systems or laptops, your PCs and your laptops, physically resident where you are and putting all your data therein, you can actually take advantage of various cloud service providers, either storage or for file transfer, and still deliver more. According to a survey that was carried out in 2018 by RightScale, it says that the number of respondents adopting public cloud is 92%, up from 89% in 2017, while the number of respondents adopting private cloud is 75%, up from 72% in 2017. That is according to global.com. That says that more and more people are migrating from, let me say, local to the cloud. So you don't want to be left behind. If you're still in doubt of what cloud computing is, let me take you through these advantages and you'll see that it is worth migrating to. Let's take the benefits, or call it the advantages, of cloud computing. I will join you right after then. It's still Techbridge on Lagos Television.
One of the advantages of modern technology through the internet is the possibility of cloud computing. It is gaining ground day by day with new innovations and platforms. Thinking about the advantages of cloud computing, these 5 pop up. Cloud computing ensures efficiency and cost reduction. With cloud computing, you don't need to spend huge amounts of money on purchasing and maintaining equipment. You do not need a large IT team to handle your cloud data center operation. This saves cost. Data security is the second advantage. Data breaches and other cybercrimes have become major concerns for any business owner or individual, as these can devastate revenue and customer loyalty. Cloud computing takes care of this by providing advanced security features depending on which one is subscribed to. When you bring up cloud computing, you will definitely be talking about mobility. One of the major selling points for cloud computing is mobility. It is the possibility of accessing your data and working individually or collaboratively from anywhere and anytime. This removes the barrier of location, time schedule, and the likes. Disaster recovery is another one. Data loss is a major concern for all organizations, along with data security. Storing your data in the cloud guarantees that data is always available, even if your equipment like laptops or PCs are damaged. With cloud computing, you are in control. With this, you can easily decide which users have what level of access to what data, and it streamlines work and increases the ease of collaboration.
Thanks for staying with us. It is Techbridge on Lagos Television. So I know by now that you have full information about the advantages you can derive from migrating to the cloud. The other time in one of our previous episodes, we've talked about cloud storage, but that was just one aspect of cloud computing. So let's take it to file transfers today. At some point, you realize that except you are sending files that are probably low capacity, low size, like in megabytes, kilobytes, like Word documents, PDF. If you want to send video files and any other file that are probably large, like 500, 100 megabytes and above, even some 50 and above, you can't really use some of the conventional ones like your email. You can't do that. There are services that can help you send those files. And I must tell you that the ones I'm going to give you today are free. When you say you want to transfer files, it's still part of cloud computing. And when you say that transferring files, that means you can talk about videos, you can have pictures, you can have projects that needs collaboration. That is probably one of the advantages of cloud computing. And you know that when we talk about transferring large files, it used to be a headache some times ago, but now it is more flexible with multiple options available to you on the internet. At a time, WeTransfer was a major option. That is the WeTransfer.com, the popular WeTransfer.com. It was a major option if you want to transfer files, but with WeTransfer, you can only transfer files that are no more than 2 GB. But up till now, most people do not know that there are other options. Better options apart from WeTransfer are now available. Now we can talk about you transferring your files with encryption features. I think that is one thing you should look out for whenever you're choosing any cloud transfer service or cloud storage service, because it is anything. The data you are sending, the information you're sending has to be protected properly. So let me take you through these 5. Like I said, these 5 I'm going to give you are absolutely free. So the first one I'm going to take you through is filetransfer.io. Filetransfer.io. Okay, let me break it down for you. It is just one of the multiple options to WeTransfer, and this particular transfer service, file transfer service, can allow you to send up to 6 GB file size. That means you can transfer up to 6 GB on this same platform. And one thing that makes it different from WeTransfer is that it can keep your file for up to 3 weeks. Remember, WeTransfer will keep it for like 7 days or thereabout, but filetransfer.io will keep it for up to 3 weeks. And if you look at it here, it's a very simple interface that is ready to use. You can see here it can send files up to 6 GB, and you can have up to 50 downloads of your file, and you can save the file for 21 days. Those are the features you see on the site. So the navigation is very simple. You click on send file, and once you click that, it takes you to where your file is really. You click on the file and voila. Then you click continue, and that takes you to the next window that is talking about your email and the email of the recipient. And once you put that in, the file is going already. One of the things that I read about this is that it is faster and probably more reliable. Well, that is just some people's opinion. Well, from my own end, it's a good one to go with. So you can try it out as well. It's a better alternative to WeTransfer if you're sending large files. All right, so that is filetransfer.io, the very first choice I'm giving you. The second one here is sendgb.com. Sendgb.com. So if you want to use sendgb.com, it has other features as well, and let's take you through it. Sendgb.com will give you the opportunity to send files up to 4 GB. Now you can see the comparison. WeTransfer will probably allow you for like 2 GB or 1 GB, and the filetransfer.io will allow you to send file up to 6 GB, but sendgb.com will allow you to send files up to 4 GB, and it can only keep your files for 14 days before it expires. And of course, you can have multiple or simultaneous uploads. And the one thing that makes this sendgb.com different is that you can password your transfers. It means that you have a kind of security cap on every data you're sending. You don't have to just send it blank like that. I don't think WeTransfer has that feature, but sendgb.com can give you that feature. So it means that the security of the information or data you are sending is in good hands. That is one thing you can be proud of. So let me take you through the interface, sendgb.com, and this is how it goes. And this is what you have. The interface is simple enough to use. At the right hand side of the screen, you see select file with a plus sign on it. And of course, right below it, you see the email that you want to send to, followed by your own email. Then if you have any message to attach to it, you could just do that. Then you share file. So when you share file, of course, you can send multiple files. It's not just one file. Remember, it is select file, then in and out bracket files. It means you can send multiple files at once. And once your internet speed is okay, you can send with this one. So all the features here compared to those ones that you have before now, you can put them side by side and see if this works for you. The bottom line of this episode is the fact that you don't have to be limited to just one option. WeTransfer is good, yes, but there are other options that could probably come handy if WeTransfer has any issues, or you want to send larger files, or you want to ensure that you keep those files for longer period, like I said. So that is sendgb.com, number 2. So the third one I'm giving you is pCloud. pCloud is another one. I've used this one. I can tell you that it's pretty fast and the interface is very simple as well. So it means with pCloud you can send a file size up to 5 gigabytes. So you see how the difference they have now. With WeTransfer it's like 1 to 2 gigabytes. With File Transfer IO it's like up to 6 gigabytes. With sendgb.com it's up to 4 gigabytes, and with pCloud it is 5 gigabytes, and it has a very good user-friendly interface. And one thing that makes it different is also the fact that you can compress videos and download easily with pCloud, and you can access various type files. That means you are not limited to videos alone. You can send audio, you can send videos, you can send pictures, you can send documents. That is one of the things you enjoy with pCloud. And if I take you through the interface is very simple. Just in your URL, you type pCloud or search on Google, pcloud.com, you have this interface. And see, this one says you have to sign up to get 10 gigabyte free cloud space, but that is just for signing up. If you don't have to sign up, you get the normal gigabyte that you can send, which is 5 gigabytes. So the option is yours. I don't know if you really have to send up to 10 gigabyte file. What are you sending? But that is just an aside anyway. So the interface here is simple enough. Your email, your password if you have to sign up. So with pCloud, you can send file up to this size, and the interface is simple enough to use, and you can create an account with your Facebook or Google account, or just create with your email. It's that flexible. That is pCloud, number 3. The next one I'm giving you now is Firefox Send. Send is designed by Firefox, and it's one of the major innovations of Firefox, though it has its downsides too, but you can take advantage of it. One thing that distinguishes Firefox is the fact that you can send encrypted files over this platform. It means that it's encrypted end to end. If you send from here, it takes the only person that you're sending it to access that file. Yeah, that is what encryption does. And with this one, you can send up to 1 gigabyte. Probably that is the downside. You can send larger files like pCloud and File Transfer IO and the rest of it. So this one will allow you to send up to 1 gigabyte. And if you sign in, you can send up to 2.5 gigabytes. It is simple enough for you to send. The interface is very friendly. There is a plus sign here that you can send. You click the plus sign. It takes you to the file you want to send. You click the file you want to send, and it takes you to the next window. And of course, you can choose to protect with password. And once you protect, that is it. So I encourage you to visit this platform, and of course, it's going to be one of the innovations that you are going to enjoy using, apart from WeTransfer or any other one you've been using before. And if you've been using Firefox Send before now, you agree with me that it is one of the best that you can have out there. That is number 4, Firefox Send. So the very last one I'm giving you on this episode is Send Anywhere. From the name Send Anywhere, it allows you to send your file to anywhere, across devices, across platforms, and the only thing that you probably need to pay attention to on this one is the 6-digit code that will sync the sending and the receiving device. It means that it has to sync from your end to the end of the person receiving. That is a kind of security feature, and I'm sure you agree with me that the security of the data you're sending is very key. But if you are not sending very sensitive material, you can use the normal ones. But if you are sending a very sensitive material, Send Anywhere is your choice. So let me take you through the interface. See, it's simple enough. Very plain and simple enough to use. And of course, you see the plus sign here. And that is, if you're sending, you click the plus sign. The plus sign takes you to the next window. You choose the file you want to send, and you move from there. So Having those 5 at your fingertips, that means that you are never limited when it comes to sending files over the internet anymore. Remember the advantages of cloud computing, and cloud computing is a very big one, a very broad one. I've just taken you through one aspect of cloud computing, which is transferring files over the internet. It saves you the space and of course a lot of benefits you can have in there. So let me go for this quick break. It's still Techbridge on Lagos Television. Thanks for staying with us. It's still Techbridge on Lagos Television. That is cloud computing today, and I've just taken you through a lot of it, talking about the advantages, how it works, and one aspect of cloud computing, which is file transfer over the internet. And I gave you like 5 different platforms that are totally different from the popular WeTransfer. I hope you start using any of them or multiple, depending on what you want to use. Well, that's our show today. Many thanks for staying with us. Remember that you can connect with Techbridge on the social media platform. On Facebook, we are Techbridge LTV, and of course on YouTube, we are Techbridge LTV as well. You can watch this episode and all other previous episodes on our YouTube channel again and again. Also remember to subscribe to Techbridge LTV on YouTube. We love it. Thank you so much. See you in the next episode. Remember that with technology, there is no limit to innovation. There is no limit to creativity. It's just the open mind that you need to have. See you next episode. Bye for now.